Y'all, I had to come on here and talk about Meg the Stallion in her words on Amazon Prime. My friends was telling me about it. It was like, oh, have you seen it? And I was like, no. So I checked it out. It was amazing. I had to come on here and speak on it. What a powerful story that Meg the Stallion has and is still forming. She's still so young. I love Megan. Shouts out to her. So let's just get straight into it. Her career pretty much began mid 2010 ish, 2011 or so. She had certain parts in cartoon form, which is very smart. She talked about how her mom was a rapper, and she just absolutely adored her mom. And her mom was very influential in her career. Her mom was a manager, creative director, etc. Megan, she said that her dad was in jail in the earlier years of her life, and then he got out, and then they were close. But then he ended up passing away when she got in, I think, eighth or ninth grade. At some point, her grandmother passed as well. Megan is the only child. Where they began at though was she was graduating from her alma mater in Texas, and so she got her degree and stuff. And one thing that people live for is for their parents to see them walk across the stage, and that's something that for the parents that they will want more than anything to see their child graduate. But neither of her parents got to see that, unfortunately. So she's the only child, and her mom's gone, her dad's gone, her grandma's gone. I'm glad that at one point throughout the film we saw she has a cousin that she's really close to who has the cutest baby in the world. So shouts out to her cousin, because it's just nothing quite like family. You need family. At some point, friends are great, but you just need your blood sometimes. And I'm glad that she at least got somebody around her that is her people's for real. What was I saying? Okay, so yeah, her mom was influential in her career. But anyway, she just got a call one day and her mom was telling her that she wasn't feeling right and she was talking out her head. She couldn't think straight. Mom went to the hospital, found out she had a brain tumor. And I think for within a matter of days or weeks, she had passed. It was just very sudden, and it was just a lot. I can only imagine. Mind you, y'all, Megan is going through all this, and she's only 29 years old currently. But way back then, she was super, early 20s, just getting out of teenagerhood, etc. A lot, right? So within her mom passing, she ended up meeting some people. I'm not sure if she met her friend Kelsey prior to her mom passing. I think she did. I think she was friends with Kelsey a long time, but then once she became Meg the Stallion, once Big Ol' Freak came out, she met somebody like Tori. And her and Tori was cool. She said they was friends, etc. Found out that Kelsey, her friend, was messing with Tori on the side, but Tori was a rapper, so I'm sure Tori's messing with many girls on the side. Messing with many girls. I don't want to say on the side, but just in general, because it's the atmosphere. It's the things. Come on. She talked about that, and then the infamous shooting happened, where they was getting into it. All three of them was getting into it. Megan, I guess she had said something to Tori. He got pissed off and mad about it. At one point she hopped out the car, then she hopped back in the car, and they was just all drunk, just getting into it about whatever. And then at one point Megan got out the car, and then that's when Tori allegedly, well, I'm just gonna say alleged for the video purposes, but shot her allegedly. And she talked about that graphically, she said that this was just on the cusp of George Floyd. She didn't want to put him in jail. That was still her friend. And, of course he was scared and they was all drunk. It was just the whole thing. She lied about it to the doctor, said that, no, there's bullet fragments in your foot. So what happened? She said she got cut. So she had to reveal exactly what happened. Of course, here comes all the backlash. You see all these men standing up standing up for Tory, from Meek Mill to Snoop Dogg and Chris Brown and DaBaby and Joe Budden and all these folks, and it's rather interesting to me. She talked about WAP. In the midst of all this whole horrible shooting and her healing and all that, she's having blessings in between that. So it's good things that's happening to her, but she just can't take heed of it, take in everything because of all the backlash she's getting from the shooting, with people saying she was lying, and also with her missing her mom. So she's happy. She's supposed to be happy, but she just can't quite get there. They talked about WAP, the song with Cardi B. And so many men talked about that song. It's degrading. What about young women and how y'all feel? Y'all don't care nothing about young women. Let's please. Can we stop? Can we stop? Men can talk about women's bodies, but women can't talk about women's bodies. The misogyny, the world that we live in. Some of those same men that think like that are some of the same men that voted for Trump. And this is the setting of which we all live in now, under a Trump administration once again. With all the hate and all the things that he brings, it still don't matter. Some people just have a problem with a woman running this country. I went off on a tangent. We can talk about, should I do a whole Trump video? I don't know. It's so much. It's so much wrapped into why Megan received so much backlash, being black, being a woman, being a rapper, all the things. Anything that's not white and male and straight, you gonna get something. Which is so puzzling. Sorry, I got a phone call. Which is so puzzling to me that women would vote for Trump. So you are okay with a man telling you what to do with your body. You are okay with that. This world. Anyway, back to Megan. So it's good to see Boom Cat, Lorianne Gibson. She's working with Megan. Lorianne is a legend. I wonder what story she has to tell when it comes to the whole Diddy thing, child. We haven't even talked about that, child. So much to discuss. So I just can't. I just can't. So yeah, at one point, there was a phone call made, and Tory called Kelsey from the big house and said that, I know you're not, do what you got to do to get me out of here, and, don't rat me out of Kelsey stood by that. She stood by her man and not stood by her good friend who she met Tory through. So, how many of us have them? Ones we can depend on, friends. So, horrible. So what else was going on? Let me see. So that happened. And, she, at one point, Megan, she's functioning throughout all this, but she's really out of her mind. She's really stressed, and she's really missing her mom, but she's going on living her dreams, right? Being Meg Stallion. So she had reached a breaking point. She performed her song Anxiety, I believe, which is a great song, at SNL. And she had on the prom outfit and the sash, and she was crying because she was talking about her mom in the song. And, she kind of just was over it at that point, and she actually checked herself into a mental wellness center. These artists are pushed to the edge, to the max, and they have to perform. They have to do the things because they have so many people depending on them. What pressures they face every day. It makes me think about Mariah Carey and how she checked herself into a facility, at one point. And so it's just a lot. It's just a lot. But she came out and she was well. She was a lot better. She's been able to deal with a lot of the backlash. We get to the court date. She talked about how her anxiety was through the roof. She talked about how she was just really scared about that day. But she said she had to stand up for Megan Pete, which is her real name. And she said what she had to say. And then later on, she was waiting for the DA to call her, and they gave her the news about Tory's sentencing. Much love and much respect to Meg Thee Stallion. Only 29 years old. She done been through all that stuff already. That's crazy. Yeah. Much respect to Megan. I've always felt like a close connection to Megan for some reason. Maybe it's the only child thing. I don't know. But I just feel her, and I just like her. You ever just like somebody you never met? I just like her. I do. Y'all know I'm old school to the death of me. Y'all know I'm 90s and 80s R&B is my gig, child. But there's some girlies that I rock with of today, and Megan is definitely one of the girlies, child. Y'all stay prayed up. Many more videos to come. I gotta do Tia and Potomac and all the things. Love and Hip Hop's coming back, and yeah. Anyway, with that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at It's Kingsworth Instagram and Twitter, at It's Kingsworth89 on Snapchat, Chase King on Facebook, Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal. And as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later.